Hi, everyone. Nick Orlowski, Director of Professional Learning, coming to you live, well, actually pre-recorded from my basement. Thank you for jumping on to the Google Hangouts, Google Meet, and Google Calendar um, module. We wanted to provide a little bit of a video for an overview of the tools available, and we also encourage you to check out all of the links we've provided. And then as well, when you're done with all of that, completing that Google form so you can earn that PD credit and show us what you picked up from the module itself. But we wanted to open with a little bit of context and why we're encouraging folks to use Google Hangouts. There's two primary reasons. First of all, if you followed the news at all, you've heard about Zoom bombing. I've been on Zooms for the last couple of weeks, and thankfully nobody has jumped on that wasn't supposed to be there. But it is happening to folks. And it is because, Zoom isn't necessarily a FERPA compliant tool given our current structure, but Google Hangouts is a FERPA compliant tool. Just as connecting with your students through their Google Classroom is, or through their students.grps.org Gmail account, Google Hangouts is an extension of that, as is Seesaw. So all of those methods of communication are going to be FERPA compliant. The role Google Hangouts is going to play, chatting with students, setting up video calls with students, both scheduled in advance and on demand. And those are some of the features that I'm going to take you through before you do some exploring on your own through all of the great resources that Google has available. So how did I get here? At any time, you can go to hangouts.google.com. I will advise you, though, once you're in, check this upper right-hand corner. If you see how I hover over it with my mouse, it shows that it's my students.grps.org account. You can also click here to make sure. You can see I'm signed into some other Google accounts too, but this is the one I want to be in. Primary reason being for the contact purposes and to maintain compliance. The other reason we are using this tool is we want to make sure that you are getting comfortable using digital tools that are going to continue to exist even when we're back into face-to-face learning. So during distance learning, a lot of companies are being very generous with their tools and offering free accounts, and that's great. But what we want to make sure is that we're building capacity with things that are continue to be a part of the district for the long haul. We're a Google district, and we want to continue to use Google tools. So that's why we're encouraging the use of Hangouts, one, for the safe and privacy of students first and foremost, but second, for your learning and your continued work. It's a tool that's going to continue to be around. So my favorite feature of Hangouts is this message button. You click this message button, you're going to see here that there's some folks in the past that I've sent some messages to. They're going to sit here, but also it's going to allow me to pull up other folks that maybe I haven't chatted with yet. So Erin from the instructional tech team, if I wanted to send her a message, I could say, "Hi, Erin, you're on my demo." And that message would go to Erin. I also wanted to send a chat to Tina. I could click a new conversation. She's here. She also has that little green dot there, which signals to me that Tina is available. So if I said, "Hi, Tina, I'm on a demo," we'll see if Tina gets back to us. So those are the two current conversations I'm having right now. What's nice is I could minimize both of them and they're still there. If I accidentally forget to minimize and close them, the chat history is still saved. And what's nice is you can have a lot of chat windows open, and the tool is incredibly user-friendly and will format itself to allow you to have multiple windows open. So you could be talking to more than one student via chat. If at any point you're chatting with one of your colleagues or one of your students, you go, "Man, it would just be a lot easier to jump on a video call," this little video button will call them on the spot. So if they're sitting in front of their computer and they have their Google.com account open, they'll be able to join. There's also this, that you can create a Hangout with a group. So you could start one. I could start one with Eric, and then we could add other folks later. So there are multiple options there should you want to start a call on demand. Some other buttons you might see: phone call. The note about phone call is this is great if you have numbers pre-loaded, but you see how easy it was for me to start a chat with Tina? That feature's not there because I don't have her phone number preloaded, and none of our students.grps.org accounts are going to probably have those numbers preloaded. But with the accessibility of being able to text with people in real time and set up a video chat, that's the way to go. There's also this video call button, but watch what happens when I click the video call button. It's going to open a different Google app. It's going to open the Meet app. And on demand, you would want to use the Meet app if you have a lot of people on demand you want to chat with. But the downside of just jumping right to the Meet app, I'm going to show you. I can go and I can start one, but it thinks I want to start one in real time. So what the downside of that is I now have a video conference open, but I haven't told anybody about it. So I either have to send them this link, I've got to send them this phone number with this PIN, or I've got to copy the joining info and email it to them, or I've got to click and add people in real time. Now, you can obviously do that, and there's no downside to it. They'll get the notification through their Gmail account, and they'll jump on when they can. But there is another way to be a little more pre-planned. So if you want to set up a video conference in advance with folks, there's one other Google app that I wanted to preview before you start exploring on your own. It's the calendar feature. So again, you can click on any Google app. So if we wanted to go back into Meet, we could. But we decided, well, we don't want to set up a conference now. I want to set up a conference later. So we're going to get out of Meet. I'm going to go back to the apps shortcut, and I'm going to go to my calendar. And let's say today's April 3rd. Let's say I wanted to set up a call with Mike and Aaron to review our PD plan at 11 a.m. on Monday. So I clicked at 11 a.m. and I now have an appointment that comes up, and I could say Aaron and Mike call. Go down to here and add guests, and it's going to know to check my students.grps.org group, which is all students, all teachers. So you should be able to find whoever you're looking for. So I was able to add Aaron. There's also an availability feature, so you can cross-check their Gmail calendars to see if they're available. I can type in Mike. And so now I'm inviting Aaron and Mike to this meeting. It's an event from 11 to 12 on Monday the 6th. And when I'm ready to save it, I save it, and they would get a notification. An email would be sent to their students.grps.org inbox, and it would also pop up on their calendar as something for them to review. But I just added Aaron and Mike. I could also add a lot of other people and set up a Meet that would be pre-set up so that I'm not in real time going to Meet like I showed you, adding people and then scrambling to send them their information. So to kind of review, we're using Google Hangouts to ensure that we're maintaining FERPA compliance with our students. We're ensuring that we're providing a safe and private channel to communicate with our kiddos. The second reason we're using it's a tool that we're going to continue to use going in. My recommendation is to chat with individuals one-on-one using this feature. You can text them. They'll go right to their students.grps.org account, and they'll be able to respond to you both through their Gmail. There's a little section in the bottom left, which I can show you quick. But then also if they're on Hangouts, they'll see it on the Hangouts feature as well. You can also set up groups, which is a nice feature. So if I wanted to set up the PL team, I would go up here and I'd name the group the PL team. And I could start adding folks. I could add Tina Watson. I could add Danielle Doucette. And I could add Eric Harmson. So now that team is saved. I can hit enter. And it started a chat with the three of them. And I could say, hi, team. Send them a chat. I could set up another team. So new conversation, new group. Call it Tech Talk. And I could send it to my friend Mike and my friend Aaron. And now I have a Tech Talk group going too. So what's nice about the group feature and why I wanted to share this quick before we turn you loose on your own resources is you're able to set up small groups of students. So maybe you do it by class period. Maybe you do, sixth period, group one, and you add 5 or 6 students. And look, Tina got back to me. She said, now she's calling me. Now look at this in real time. Tina is showing that not only is the person who initiating the conversation able to start a video chat, because Tina's on the other end receiving the message, she can also start a video chat. I did also mention the Gmail piece. So another way to use this tool is, again, click the apps and go to Gmail. It's going to take me to my students.grps.org email account. And if you notice over here on the left-hand side of your Gmail inbox, you have kind of a mini version of Hangouts. The nice thing about the bigger Hangouts is you've got more space for more conversations, more space for your chat history, easier to organize and control any kind of chat groups you've established. But if you wanted to quick check in with folks, you also have that feature here. So this video is just meant as an introduction. In no ways is it supposed to make anybody an expert user after viewing. We do want you, though, and encourage you to click on the resources that have been shared so that you can check out all of the great resources that Google has available. And then also please make sure to fill out that Google form and complete the activities listed so that we are able to award you credit for going through this module. So thanks again for all you do. I hope this video was helpful, and keep us posted on what we can provide to you to make your distance learning experience as wonderful as possible. Thanks and take care.